Your rent will be compensated 100-fold with real estate. You will become a landlord. What changes will happen to your life? The landlord maliciously wants to charge you an extra $200 in rent. You outright refuse. The landlord sneers. Poor kid. If you can't afford it, pack up and leave. There are plenty of people who will rent for $1,000 a month. Aren't you just collecting rent from a 30 square meter house? It's still far out in the fifth ring. Why are you acting so high and mighty? I'm still a landlady this way. If you have the ability, you can be a landlord too. In this city of Donghai, you don't even have a 30 square meter house. You pack up your things and leave. Feeling angry and powerless, looking at the towering buildings around you. You sigh. If only one of these buildings was mine. But, congratulations, host, you have activated the rental system. Your rent will be compensated 100-fold with real estate. The rent will take the highest value. The most expensive house you rent is $800 a month. Begin the 100-fold real estate compensation. Congratulations, host, you have acquired the Tiandu shopping mall worth $80 billion. In your astonishment, you find an additional property certificate for the Tiandu shopping mall in your pocket. You are delighted. All of this is real. You now have a golden finger. You are not unfamiliar with the Tiandu shopping mall, located in the core area of Donghai City. It is also a famous luxury center in Donghai City. Almost all luxury brands are concentrated in the Tiandu shopping mall. The floors are as high as over 100. It is a landmark building in Donghai City. Not to mention selling this mall. Just the annual rent reaches billions. Host, quickly negotiate with the tenants whose leases are about to expire. Accumulate 10 tenants. And you will receive a mysterious gift. What should I do after negotiating the lease renewals? Who gets the rent? The Tiandu shopping mall is yours. So, of course, the rent belongs to you. That's great! Since the host will continue to receive real estate rewards, the system will enable a renewal reminder and property storage space. You look at the unique space, spanning 200 square meters, filled with numerous wooden cabinets. With a thought, a stack of property certificates in your hand appears on the wooden cabinet. You look at the renewal reminders. Shop number 301, area 201 square meters. Annual rent per square meter is $30,000. The lease has already expired. Shop number 311, area 233 square meters. Annual rent per square meter is $30,000. Lease about to expire. You're really going to make a fortune. Not to mention others. Just this one tenant in 301. The annual rent is as high as $6,030,000. There are 10 shops with leases that have already expired. You marvel at the system's convenience. Otherwise, finding each property certificate one by one would take a lot of time. Let's go! Time to collect rent. That fat landlord. Just wait. When I have enough money, I'll buy all the other houses in your building, then rent them out at a low price. Let's see how you charge high rent then. And the manager of my previous company. Thinking about this makes you angrier. Yesterday, manager Li Jin was upset that you didn't give gifts. Knowing you come from a rural area with no power or influence, he deliberately laid you off during the downsizing. At that time, you wanted him to regret it, but felt powerless. But now, things are different. Just wait. You quickly arrive at Tiandu shopping mall, in the plaza in front of the mall. The crowd constantly flows into Tiandu shopping mall. Upon entering, seeing the bustling Tiandu shopping mall, you are very excited. This mall belongs to you. You go to the third floor, heading towards room 301. It's the Chanel store. The store is doing very well. Sir, are you here to buy a gift for your girlfriend? Xiaoyaya, no need to ask. Just look at him. He's obviously a poor man. He has no money to buy anything. Maybe he just wants to come in and see the beautiful women in the store. If you have the time, you might as well help the lady find some perfume. She looks at you with disdain, thinking to herself, I've seen many men like this, coming in under the pretext of buying perfume, and then taking advantage of the situation. Xiaoyaya looks embarrassed, feeling that you don't seem like that kind of person. Your clothes aren't expensive, but you look bright and cheerful. However, she doesn't argue, as she's just a newcomer to the store. Xiaoyu is absolutely right. He is indeed a poor man, and a pitiful one who was just fired. He doesn't even have money for rent. Now he's penniless, probably hoping to beg here, asking the wealthy for some money. Xiaoyaya, you must be careful. You recognize her at a glance. It's Lin Bing, your former colleague. She was one of the main culprits in getting you laid off. As Li Jian's secretary, she schemed and plotted. Yes, I am here to collect the rent. Xiaoyaya, did you see that? Sister Liu's gaze towards you is full of disdain. Get out of here quickly. This is not a place for beggars like you. Hurry up and leave. If you stay any longer, I'll have the security guards throw you out. Before, at the company, I thought you were a man who worked hard with his hands. But I didn't expect you to be so pathetic. Good thing we fired you. I'm not going to waste words with you. Call your boss out. I'm here to collect the rent. Your shop's lease has expired. Ha ha ha, collect the rent? Are you delusional? You're just a poor kid from the countryside. Now you've been fired, becoming a homeless wretch. And you talk about collecting rent? Get out of here quickly. Don't embarrass yourself here. As your former colleague, I feel ashamed for you. Did you get hit hard by life's troubles? Why don't you just say this whole Tiandu shopping mall is yours? You really have the nerve to talk about collecting rent. Look at you wearing clothes worth less than 100 yuan. And you want to act all high and mighty here. Let me tell you, I'm an old hand at this. I can see right through you. Get out of here quickly, or I'll have the security throw you out. She thinks this place is worth its weight in gold. There's no way this shop could be your asset. She imagines the landlord should be a refined middle-aged man. She even fantasizes about the landlord's appearance. She dreams of transforming into a phoenix perched high. Now call your boss out, and I might forgive your ignorance. Otherwise ... Otherwise what? Are you going to fire me? You're really funny. Thinking you're someone important. Security, come quickly. The commotion attracts a lot of people. What's happening? Someone barged into the Chanel store, pretending to be a big landlord here to collect rent. I think this guy just wanted to take advantage of being in the Chanel store. He's really got some nerve. The owner of the Chanel store, Chan Lu, isn't someone to mess with. This guy is in trouble. At this moment, a woman with an air of elegance walks in. Boss Chan, you're here just in time. The onlookers recognize her as the store owner, Chan Lu. Sister Liu quickly steps forward and says, "It's like this. This gentleman came here not to buy anything, but to disrupt the store. He even claims he's here to collect rent. It's simply ridiculous. I was just about to have security throw him out." She feels very capable, already imagining that after you are thrown out of the mall, she will receive the boss's praise. and a raise is just around the corner. However, with a slap, Qian Lu strikes her across the face. Everyone watching the drama is stunned. Sister Liu is bewildered. Boss, why did you hit me? Look at what he's holding. When Qian Lu arrived, you put your hand into your pocket with a thought. You took out the property certificate for this store in black and white. It clearly states, you are the property owner of this store. Sister Liu stands there as if struck by lightning, frozen in place. Sir, I am truly sorry. It was my lack of management that caused you this grievance. Qian Lu is filled with trepidation. Tiandu Shopping Mall is not an ordinary place. To get into this mall, she had to go through tremendous efforts to secure such a prime location. This year's profits had those old folks in her family grinning from ear to ear. Finally acknowledging her status, she doesn't want this incident to cause her store to leave here. She came at this time because she received information that the owner of Tiandu Shopping Mall had changed. The certificate in his hand must be fake. You must have been deceived by him. All his clothes together are worth less than 100 yuan. Liu Meiwan, you are fired. She collapses weakly to the ground, deeply regretting her actions. Lin Bing steps forward, firmly believing, Boss Chan, you are really mistaken. How could he possibly own the property certificate of Chengdu Shopping Mall? I think the certificate in his hand is a forgery, just to show off. He used to be an employee at our cloud design company. Because of his character and abilities, he was fired by the company. He's just a homeless wretch. What do you think you are? Do you have any place to speak here? Get out quickly. You are not welcome here. From today on, you will be blacklisted from all my stores. And you won't be able to buy a single item